it's hard to get females, and a lot of females go on there just to get validated, you know.
So you said you tried out a whole bunch of different stuff, right?
No, and you know what's funny, bro? You know what's funny? I downloaded all the apps. There's a bunch of dating apps, right?
Oh, you didn't just do...
No, I just did not do Tinder. There's Bumble, Tinder, there's Facebook has one. I learned a lesson, very, very important lesson when I was doing this stuff. So as I'm downloading all these apps, right? I downloaded an app that it will not let me choose my gender. And I was like, what the heck? And then I was like, okay, whatever. It did not let me choose it. Whatever. It didn't let me choose anything, right? So I go upload my profiles. I just copy and paste. Bro.
I think I know where you're going with this.
That app was for... Hey, what's up, guys? This is What Men Talk About. This is Mr. Carlitos.
This is JT.
Today we're going to talk about... Guess what?
Online dating.
Online dating, man. Is online dating dead? What do you think, Carlitos? Have you ever done online dating?
Man, last time I did online dating was probably over 7-8 years ago.
Oh, so you have tried it?
I've tried it a long time ago. I know that it's...
What did you try? What did you do?
I was on Tinder for a little bit. I was on...
You were swiping all of them?
Right.
Did you swipe all of them?
No.
Did you? No?
I was very selective.
See, you know, when I did it, I was like... You know, I was reading all the bios, bro. Like, I was reading all the bios. I was like, yeah, no. You know, I was looking at the photos. Some of them were fake. And one time I remember walking into work, right? And then this guy had Tinder on. And he was just swiping all of them. Even the ones without any profile picture.
Without pictures.
I was like, what the hell are you doing? He's like, I got to get it, bro. Like, I'm like, damn. Like, really? All of them? She's like, yeah. Like, damn, this guy. At first, I was like, this guy's standards are like pretty low, right? Well, during that time, I wasn't pretty much interested on dating at all. But now I understand what he was doing. Now I do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, when I was on the, dating site, I never read the bios. I just looked at the pictures. So it was mostly the picture for me. Very occasionally if the picture looked fake, I would read the bio.
Right. But like those supermodels, right?
Yeah, like
they have pictures of the supermodels.
That can't be real.
Hey, that's catfish, man. They and the funny thing is that you see these chicks, like whenever I will get one that actually like me back, I will go on their, I will look them up, dude, on Instagram, Facebook, and I try to see if it was a catfish, because sometimes you see them and they're pretty cute and they're all talking like they're very straightforward, and you're like, okay, there's something wrong here. And then you look it up, and then obviously on the profile pictures it's all like sexy and pretty and all that, but once you go onto the Facebook, you see that it's actually a fat chick, like ugly, like hella makeup, like definitely the body does not match the face, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and it's one of those things, you know what I learned though is that if you see that she only has face photos, their body's probably...
It's probably not a good body.
Yeah, not a good body. That's probably what happens. And there's also the ones that only show the body that don't show the face. So those are the ones that you got to put the pillow on.
Is that a catfish or is that ugly face?
That's still catfish, man.
Well, is it... Because I've heard a lot of stories people using other people's pictures online. So
right.
They don't put a picture, so it could be just not even their real picture.
Yeah, that happened to me last year. I think it was last year. Somebody like grabbed all my photos from my Facebook, the ones I had public from my profiles, and they made up a name and everything. And I started getting all these messages. Hey, did you open a new account?
No.
And I was like, yeah. And you know what saved me though? That I talk different. Apparently there was so I'm Guatemalan, for those who don't know. So we talk with a slang, right? It's different, the way that we talk. So whoever that person talked to, a friend of mine, and they were like, yeah, this person is not real, because it's not the way that I talk. You give it up right away, Yeah. That's the only thing. But yeah, that's what they do, man. That's what they do. I used to like before I got married, I was just testing out, because I was like interested on the female mentality, right? I changed my bio so many times. I changed my profile picture so many times. I was trying out, see what worked, see what didn't work, and it was fun. I actually like I started doing what my friend was doing.
Just you were just swiping all of them.
Swiping all of them.
You didn't care.
I bought the feed like whenever I wanted to get laid, I would just go swiping all of them, bro. And when you like. When you want to get laid, you're not as picky as when you're not really looking for it. You know what I mean? Like,
I guess it's kind of like when you're really hungry, you're driving around.
You just eat whatever.
Just eat whatever.
Just eat whatever. As long as it smells okay, you'll eat it.
It has to smell all right.
Yeah, it definitely has to smell. It doesn't have to smell. Like
it has to smell all right. It has to smell clean.
Yeah, bro. I'll just swipe them all of mine. You.
So based on like the time that you were, because like I said, I was only on it for a short period of time, many years ago.
Because you were successful, or because you got tired?
No, I just got tired. I was always in long-term relations. I never really needed online dating to find girls.
Supposedly, you gotta be like the top 1% to even get any likes. Well, not really, but you gotta. It's hard to get females, and a lot of females go on there just to get validated. Just so they can feel pretty. They're not really looking into a relationship or anything like that. So you only did it for a little bit.
Yeah, probably like a couple months. Then I deleted
and you deleted it.
Yeah, but I mean, it was very effective. The short amount of time, it works.
It was effective.
I had a success.
I don't know if it's because I don't know if it was just me. There's obviously not just me, but I don't know if I'm a 1%. I am. I don't care. But it worked. It worked for me.
So you said you tried out a whole bunch of different stuff, right?
No, and you know what's funny, bro? You know what's funny? I downloaded all the apps. There's a bunch of dating apps, right?
Oh, you didn't just do...
No, I just did not do Tinder. There's Bumble, Tinder. There's Facebook has one. There's a bunch, right? And I downloaded all of them. I was like, I'm going to try all these apps, I get different people. I got people from like Cuba and stuff like that. But you know what's funny? Now I do a lot of my research. It's done incognito. A lot of the times on my browsers on my phone, because I learned a lesson, very very important lesson when I was doing this stuff. So as I'm downloading all these apps, right? I downloaded an app that it will not let me choose my gender, and I was like, "What the heck?" And then I was like, "Okay, whatever." It did not let me choose it. Whatever. It didn't let me choose anything, right? So I go upload my profile, just copy and paste. Bro,
I think I know where you're going with this.
That app was for only homosexual people, bro. And bro, after that, I start getting advertisements from homosexuals, like hella gay shit on my feed, like on my, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Google, everywhere, bro. Like it was like promoting things, like hella stuff, like, oh, find this dating app, and oh, look for you a match, or this about gay guys. Like I'm like, this is so embarrassing, bro. So I'm like, man, if I'm scrolling down the freaking Facebook and somebody is like picking over and then sees the advertisement, I'm like, man, like damn, no, I gotta take this off, and I go take that shit off, like delete the app, and the advertisements were still coming in, bro. I had to like research. I have to go on Google, like how to stop getting advertisement, how to stop getting ads, how to I was like, what the hell, bro? I need to get this shit out of here. Finally, I go onto my Google account really deep in there, bro. Like it took me a while to figure this out. Then I had started to delete everything, bro. Everything on my Google feed, on my history. Like, dude, like how the fuck Google knows what app I downloaded? Like how did that happen, bro? It was a mess. It was a mess. I was like, and that's why I only use incognito now. If I want to look up, things to talk about on this podcast, I go incognito, bro. So I'm not doing that.
See, like I'm not really tech savvy. So explain. I was gonna ask you. I was like, what is it? So when you use incognito,
it doesn't save. Like incognito is like you going to a library using a public computer.
Because see, I thought incognito was just not to save your...
It doesn't save your history.
Right?
But it doesn't use... it doesn't save your history, and it doesn't use your Google account. Like, you just signed out. Like, let's say, for example, I lose my phone. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, can I use your phone real quick? I'm going to check my Facebook. So I go incognito, and then I log in on there. So that way I don't touch anything of your social media. I don't have to sign out on your account. I don't have to do anything. I just go incognito, and then it's like grabbing a new browser, right, from a new computer.
Gotcha.
Nothing is signed up.
So it's not gonna save all the cookies. It's not gonna get any.
No.
Okay.
No. That's basically what happened, bro. That was a very interesting experience. Like,
what was the app called?
I don't remember. I think it's Grinder. I think that's the name of the app. Because the guys at work were talking about it a few months ago, and then yeah, bro, that was hilarious.
Did you have somebody that you know that?
No, hey, I figured it out right away. No, I figured it out right away because I was like on my feed. I was like, why there's guys, and I try to like switch it up. Going into the settings, try to figure it out. I was like, what the heck? And then I Google it, and then I was like, yeah. Oh, shoot. Well, that makes sense.
What was your success rate on the short time?
No, I don't know, dude. I didn't like any of that. That was hilarious, though. That was hilarious. But no, that was the last time I touched the social media, man, and dating apps. I was like, nah.
You said that was cool. A little bit over a year ago?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see, the last time I was probably on a social dating app over 5 years ago for sure, so... It's been a while.
Bro, I remember going camping. I don't care if I say this on YouTube, bro. I remember going camping, and it was during COVID, bro. I went camping by myself. I'm on that dating app. I'm far away from home, like far away.
You still have internet?
No, yeah. It was one of those areas that I still had internet. I was pretty happy about it. I was just swiping there, and then I found somebody close by. Remember, I was like 3 hours away from
3 hours away, yeah.
So I found somebody, and I invited him over and all that stuff. So it works, man. It works. So I don't know. What men talk about is about not caring about women and all that stuff. Not focusing on a woman. But obviously, we have needs, bro. And also whores are useful once in a while. To be honest, 100% honesty, man. They're useful once in a while. They're good. 30 to 40-year-olds are the easiest target because they're desperate, and that they want to as well. And from 20 to 30-year-olds are probably not all the way to 30, but mostly like 20 to 25-year-olds are harder to get because they're mostly party. They're
partying, gold diggers.
Yeah, gold diggers, and their standards are like over here and all that
6
stuff.
6'1" guy with the
30 to 40. They say that their standards are over here, but they're also desperate. They are also desperate. Those are the easiest targets. So for the guys out there, man, those are easy targets, man. Like if you're on a dating app and you wanna just have fun for a little bit for one night, wear protection though, because don't do what I did. But wear protection.
What did you do?
We'll talk about it in a different podcast. If you stick around on this podcast, I'm gonna tell you what I did. Anyways, but yeah, like bro, like go on there, and like you can't find love there on these dating apps. Obviously there's always a very small percentage, but it's mostly. I do have a friend that found the love of his life, and on Bumble. It was actually on Bumble, not Tinder. But you can't just go there and expect to find the love of your life. No, most of them are whores. Most of them are in there just to look. They're not even looking for a relationship. They're just looking to feel pretty. They're females that are I believe, this is just my belief, I believe that females that go on dating apps are females that have very low self-esteem. Simple as that. And as soon as they open up an account on Tinder, they get wieners thrown at them like left and right, so they get a lot of attention. And that's why they go on this dating app, and you shouldn't be dating, you shouldn't be taking a female serious if she has low self-esteem. You can't. Those are the ones that cheat. Because they whatever you do for them, it's not enough. It's never going to be enough. Never. So they're always going to try to find another man that that other man can make them feel pretty, because at some point you're not going to be enough. So I think if you want to have fun, try a different bios. Use AI. Watch your last video and use AI to do a very good bio. They read the bios. Girls read the bios. They care about the bio a lot. And it all depends on what kind of female you're looking for. You can set the bio differently if you want different kind of females. You can set a different kind of bio. It all depends. And also the photos, man. Like you can Google this stuff. I used to Google this stuff. Like you have to have a picture with friends. You have to have a picture with a dog. You have to have a picture with, different stuff.
Picture with the dog. So, anyways, I think they work. I think they're useful at some point. If you
You know what? You know what it's good for too? That dating apps. If a girlfriend breaks up with you and you just wanna get her back.
Have rebound.
It's easy, man.
Hey, you know what? It's very interesting. Because when I was working at I'm not gonna say names, right? When I was at the dealership.
Yeah.
So there was this guy that was working at the dealership, and he was on one of those apps that you were talking about that you accidentally got in because that was his preference, right? And we had a lot of time to talk. All the salespeople there, because when we were waiting for customers. So one thing he was telling me, he used that app to advertise selling cars.
Oh yes.
So, and he said he didn't work there that long because I think he had like some kind of incident with it was like
they ban you. They Tinder doesn't like it though.
Oh really?
They will if they find out they will cancel
you.
Yeah.
Oh.
So he used to do that.
Yeah, he used to advertise on there to sell cars and get people to. And I guess he'd set up dates and people would come see him to test our cars. That's what he used the dating site for. So.
Well, since we're being honest today, I'm gonna tell you another story. I did that too.
What?
Yeah, bro. I used to work at selling solar systems, construction. Well, when in the company I worked for, when they give you a phone number, a person that is interested into purchasing a product, right? They pay you commission, right? A commission. But the company invested money into getting that phone number and that name and that advertisement and all that. So they pay you a percentage of what you sell it for, right? But if you yourself find a customer without using the database of the company, you get more commission. So it's basically it's called a lead, right? So if you get your own lead, you get paid more. Well, that app also helped me make a little bit more money. Just one time though, because I didn't use it that long, but only one time, and I made good money. I made good money.
So you got a customer off the app.
Yep.
Was it also a date, or was it just a customer? Was it both?
It was a date. I am 120% sure, like 100% sure, that my wife will be watching this full podcast.
Oh, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I don't care. I don't care. I think it's gonna be funny. She probably already knows. She knows. She used to work with me.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I think it's a great tool, here and there. Maybe because, I see a lot of videos, a lot of YouTube videos where they talk about like, oh, dating apps are trad, like 80% of men are getting rejected, only the 20% are getting there. But, you just gotta, you have to pay the app. You have to. Like, if you get the free version, it's so hard. You have to pay, and then you obviously, like, if you're an ugly ass mother, like, if you don't take care of yourself, if
use some filters.
I know, but if you don't take care of yourself, you're not in good shape. Like, dude, if you're a man, if you're ugly, at least go to the gym and get a good body. You know what I mean? Like the same thing I would tell to a girl. If you're ugly, go to the gym and get a good body. Because what? You're going to be ugly, your ugly ass face and ugly ass body? No. And anybody can get a good body going to the gym. Anybody. Anybody can go to the gym and get a good body. Nice body. Anybody can do it. So that is just an excuse. Oh, nobody likes me. Bro, just make sure your hair is all done well. Like, make sure your beard is nice, and make sure you go to the gym. You have a nice body. Like, do what the girls do. If you're an ugly ass motherfucker, bro, like just go to the gym, get a nice body, and take photos of your body. Just leave the face alone.
Put the face blurry.
Yeah, man, make the face blurry. Be like, hey, it's you don't. I don't know. Put something on the bio, something smart on the bio, and you'll get some.
One thing so I don't know where I read it. Right, there's like a research. Over the pandemic, I know we're kind of past the pandemic already.
Yeah,
a lot of people used to like, the ugly people used to like wearing face masks.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So,
You know what? My wife told me she recently went to get her eyelashes done. She won like a tournament, like something on Instagram, whatever. So she got her eyelashes done for free, whatever. And the girl was wearing a mask, and she's like, "Are you still wearing the mask?" Yeah. And then my girl's pretty smart. She was like, "You're wearing the mask because of you don't want to smell people's breath, huh?" And she was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, that's pretty smart."
Or they don't want their breath to be smelled.
Yeah, I think it's a great tool. Yeah, I still see people wearing masks.
If you're drinking, get pulled over, you have a mask on.
Oh, sorry, I can't blow your thingy.
Yeah, well, I mean, the cop's not gonna smell the.
You're right.
Alcohol.
Yeah, unless you're by yourself there. And then, why are you wearing a mask by yourself in the car?
Well, you're not by yourself unless you're pulled over.
Oh, I just put it on because you pulled me over.
You pulled me over.
I got COVID. Hey, I should try that next time. If I get pulled over, I'll be like, "Hey, just so you know, officer, I got COVID. I'm gonna put my mask on." There you go.
Tips we're not promoting drinking and driving. Don't drink and drive.
But if you do, wear a mask.
Wear a mask. It might save you a hefty fine. How much does a mask cost?
I don't know. 30 cents? Not even 10 cents?
They should make
how much does a DUI cost, Juanito?
A lot of money.
Carlitos?
Too much money.
Huh?
A lot more than 10 cents. You know what they should make? What's that? Mouthwash brand, right? What if they had a mouthwash face mask that it had some kind of smell in the interior?
Mouthwash face mask.
Something like that, where it have a scent like a smelling face mask, where it would smell like mint when you put it on, and you would inhale mint smell, and it'll clean your breath. And
you can probably spray it. Those breath sprays.
Yeah.
You can probably spray the mask. That would actually be useful. Do you guys remember when during COVID that you had sometimes you had to wear somebody else's mask and it stunk?
I've never worn anybody else's mask.
That is disgusting. Yeah, I never did that either. But there was occasions where we only got this mask and you can't go in if there's no mask. And
okay, got yeah.
I'll spray that shit. My kids' masks were all full of chocolate and fucking candy and sticky ass. Oh, that's so disgusting.
Well, yeah, they had. Yeah, it's kind of already gone away for a little bit. So we had the reusable ones that you use and throw in, and then you have the ones that you kept and keep using. Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been a good idea. I never thought about that. Spraying.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's that way you smell something nice and cleans up your breath.
We should have invented that. Oh man, it's a little bit too late now.
Is COVID coming? Are we getting a COVID 2.0?
Yeah.
Don't steal our idea. Let's trademark this idea.
2.0. People were doing masks with what's it called? Like any cloth, they will use masks. Because the masks were out of stock, so people were doing masks with cloth, and there were DIY masks and all that shit.
So pretty much the mask didn't prevent the virus from going through. It was just it was like a new fashion statement or fashion look. Yeah, no, I remember they were selling all those Gucci masks, Versace, different brand ones.
Trying to make money out of anything, huh? Dude, it's insane. People making money off of anything, off of face mask. I remember seeing a person that was making DIY face masks with stuff like embroider and stuff like that, and they were making good money. They will sell those things for what, $10, $15,
$15-$20.
That was good money, man. I was so smart to do. You can make money off of anything, man.
We did it we thought about it too late. We should have thought about this.
And they did. I remember seeing some Tinder bios with people with masks on. Yeah, I remember.
I wonder if that helped them out, or
I don't know, but I remember some chicks had if you're not vaccinated, I'm not going out with you, or if you're not wearing mask, I'm not we gotta wear masks on the first date and all that. Whatever, man. I'm not even wearing a condom on the first day. What are you talking about? Shit.
Clearly you're not. That's why.
Shut up.
That's for another video.
That's on the next that's at the end of the video. Chill out.
Is that on the end of the video?
Don't spoil it. Okay. Don't spoil it. COVID was an interesting. We shouldn't even say. Well, can we say that on YouTube? I remember that you get canceled if you mention COVID and all that stuff.
I mean, we're not talking good or bad about it.
Yeah, we're just talking about it.
It was definitely
it was interesting. Yeah. Did you work during that time? That's when you closed your company, right?
Technically, it was still open. It didn't officially close until September of 2021.
Oh, okay.
So that's when it officially.
You closed it
closed
late.
down. So
Hold on, guys. I'm gonna be back. Got some allergies going on.
yeah.
Anyways, I'm back. So I still did some dating during COVID. A lot of people were bored at home. There was a lot of chicks that it was only online type of deal. You could only meet them online, FaceTime him basically.
It was hard to meet people because you couldn't go anywhere.
It was hard. I still worked during those times because I worked in a essential business, right? I don't know how they made it essential, but I was still working. Unfortunately, I wish I would have been in unemployment. No, I was pretty. I felt pretty fortunate about it too. It was fine. There was no traffic. So my job was to. I used to work sales, so I would drive everywhere, and there was no traffic ever.
Wait, so you were doing sales, right? Your job was considered essential.
Yeah.
You were selling
HVACs,
solar, home improvement stuff.
Yeah,
right?
home improvement.
And
some of the stuff that was not essential, but some of the stuff was.
Why would you drive in if you could have just met through Zoom?
You know, there were some people, but it was really hard, man. Like it's not the same. Like people over Zoom, like it's hard for them to. It's hard for you to like show them things, have them feel things, because you know that when you are in sales, you have the person touch and feel the product. Like you show them. It's more personal. On the computer, it's a little bit different. I only did like 3-4 appointments like that, and it wasn't good.
Equal sell.
No, and you know a lot of the times was like staying outside the house. You know, especially during the summertime. The heat, bro.
So you went on these appointments. I mean, it was cool because there's no traffic, right?
Yeah.
But so you meet with these people and you stayed outside of the house. So you'd have how long is the sales appointment usually last?
Well, usually as a regular salesperson, usually I want to say maybe it takes about 1 to 2 hours, maybe. It all depends. So depends on the company. The company will make us do
so 1 to 2. Your company was about 1 to 2 hours.
Yeah, the longest I've been in a house was 11 hours.
Wow.
11 hours, and people ask me, well, what do you do 11 hours in a house? You don't want to know. No, I'm just kidding. Just talk to people, man. You become friends with whoever your customers. You'll become friends with people. Literally, it was like going to somebody's house, you know, and they have the same things that you have. You walk in and you're like, oh, I love your photo. Like, where'd you guys go? Oh, we went to the same place. Oh, don't you like it? It's like a conversation, like visiting a friend. It automatically. You are taught. This is all taught by sales.
Yeah.
You know, you are trying to become their friend, but they actually do become their friends. I have many of my customers are my friends. They call me, I call them back. You know, they invite me over. Hey, when are you coming back? Like, come out over here. Like, you built those relationships with the people. Yeah. So that day that I stayed 11 hours, it was a Latino guy. I think it was a Mexican, and then the lady was Filipino. We were talking about everything, dude. Like, it was fun. I ordered pizza.
Did you
like
make it sell?
Hell yeah.
Oh.
we ordered pizza and everything. We measured I took like 2 hours measuring the big old house. They live in a 5-acre house. Yeah, they had a huge house, dude. Huge house. It took me forever to measure. So we went out there, we were talking, and I stayed 11 hours in that house. You know, time goes fast too. Time goes fast.
I think for any of our, because I remember we had a conversation not long ago, off camera, of course. For any of our viewers that are interested in sales, because you told me something very interesting that you were taught with the company you're with. What's the Ford method? Are you able to go over that a little bit? Was it called Ford?
Oh yeah. So Ford.
What
it's and then you can use this in dating too. It's you can use this in dating too, because we were talking about
just in anything, you know, like you can use it
in anything. You know, it's not about what you know, it's who you know, and this is how you can very easily use it. So Ford, just remember the words Ford. The word Ford. So F as in family. So first, when you meet somebody, you want to talk about family. You ask them a question. They ask you share something about your family, like kids, wife, girlfriend, whatever, dad, mom, cousin, and then you share something, and then you ask a question related to family. Then it goes for it goes O. The O is occupation. You ask what you do for a living, and then R is recreation. What do you do to have fun? What do you do when you're not working? You go out. You like the movies. What movies do you watch? Things like that. And then D is dreams. What would you like to see yourself in the future? Like, what would you like this to look like in the future? If you had all the money, what would you do? Like, what kind of business you would like to open one day? Like,
so if you're selling a car, what's your dream car? If you're selling home improvement, what kind of how do you see your dream home? What's the finished project? If you're in a dating site, what kind of partner do you see yourself with?
Exactly.
So you technically, this works essentially, kind of works for
it works with everybody.
With everybody.
In any
don't
situation.
Forget that, guys. Ford.
Yep. In any situation, you're talking to a girl, you can talk about family, you can talk about all that stuff. You go on a first day, you do the same thing. First day, you do the same thing. You talk about family. You want to show true interest. Also, you got to be genuine. Like, you really listen. A lot of guys, and this happens to me as well. A lot of guys, I've noticed that when they're trying to just talk, when they're just trying to get something, they ask you a question, but they don't pay attention to the answer.
Isn't there a trick for that?
Yes, there is.
But
you see where has that ever happened to you though? When you ask a question and you're really not interested, you really don't care about the answer. Like, you ask, oh, do you have any? How many brothers and sisters do you have? You ask that question automatically, and then you really don't listen to the answer.
But then if you listen to the last 3 words,
you gotta listen. You gotta learn how to listen.
Repeat the last 3 words.
Yeah,
and then
they think that you're listening.
You listen to the whole thing.
Exactly. So what happens is that if this I learned this from a book called Never Split the Difference.
That's a really good book.
How to continue. Read, right? Yep. How to continue a conversation. So let's say you talk to somebody and you asked, hey, how many brothers and sisters do you have? Well, I got 1 sister and 3 brothers, whatever. You repeat the last 3 words. You have 3 brothers? With a question. And then it's like playing tennis. A conversation is like playing tennis. You hit the ball, and then I have the ball, and I hit it back, and then now you have it, and then you hit it back. So when you say, oh, I have 3 brothers, you have 3 brothers? And then now the ball is on your court, and now you have to respond, and it makes you talk. That you know, when you go on a date and the chick doesn't talk that much, that doesn't mean that the girl doesn't talk. That only means that the girl is probably nervous. So to be able to get that girl more comfortable is doing that, asking those 3 last questions. Whenever you ask her one question, and then she says something, you'll keep asking the last 3. You keep repeating those 3 last words with a question. So that makes them talk even more. And,
hey, but how would this method work in a dating site and chatting? So you can also do it while you're texting or
I tried
messaging.
It. I tried it. Okay. It works. It makes them talk. It makes it go back. Obviously, there's always going to be that chick that ghosts you, that doesn't talk to you again, and that doesn't necessarily mean that you are ugly or she's just probably bored, or she's just really not interested in talking.
Well, she probably has a boyfriend, and
she probably has a boyfriend,
so
and then she was trying to feel more pretty. You know, that's what they use it for. But that's a really good way to get somebody to talk to. Continue that conversation, just repeating that last 3 words. Pretty cool stuff. My allergies suck, bro.
Yeah.
Like my
allergy season. I don't know when this video is gonna go up, but we live in the Sacramento area, Northern California. It's supposed to reach 114 this weekend.
Yeah. 114? Oh, I thought it was 109.
No, 114.
Whoa.
It's gonna be hot.
Yeah. I'm gonna be at the lake. Definitely. But yeah, so you only use the app one time?
Yeah, probably just like I said many years ago for a short period of time. I've always liked meeting people in person more.
Yeah.
I've never been big on social media or used the social media platforms too much. But I know it's the way of the future. Everybody has Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
Everybody says that Instagram is a dating app, but I never used it as a dating app. I've never
used it as a dating app either. I mean, it's more like if you log into my social medias, I'm rarely active.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm too old for Instagram for me to consider it a dating app. But I guess everybody uses a dating app. So I never reach out first. Like I don't want to say never. I might have done it, but that I remember, I've never reached out like a random girl, like added a girl on Instagram and randomly saying hi. Like I've never done that. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why I don't consider Instagram as a dating app. But I mean, after I went on Tinder, I would go and add him on Instagram and talk to them on there. But other than that, I never use Instagram as my first source.
As a dating site.
Yeah,
there's more. Yeah, no, the most popular one is, what was it, Tinder?
Yeah, and then you have all those filters, man, that these chicks use all the time. So it's not like, and then you have a lot of models that, I don't know, man. I just feel like you just one of the rest. Like, you just one of the rest. Like, I don't like to go on let's say Instagram and say randomly hi to a chick when she has 150 other dudes or thousands of other dudes saying the same thing. You know, I don't want to be part of the rest. I don't want to be the rest.
So instead of saying hi, why don't you say
nothing?
Bye?
I don't need. Yeah, right. I don't need to say anything, dude. Like, I don't know. I don't like to be that part. Like, if dating app, it's fine because I'm like, you know, just
is it swiping right,
left, swiping, right, trying to get laid, right. Trying to get laid as soon as possible. Also, going to the bar works too. Going to the bar works
more.
You know, I've never ever paid for a chick's drink, ever. Well, obviously I paid my girlfriends for a drink, but I remember one time going to the bar with one of my friends, and then this guy, I don't know who, one of my friends were buying them drinks to these two chicks, and then we're talking to them, and then we were talking to them and everything, and then I don't know, one of them dropped the drink, or I don't know, and then one of the chicks was like, "Hey, can you buy me another one?" I was like, no. She's like, "You're a cheap ass motherfucker." And I was like, yeah, go away. So I left, and she will follow me, dude. Are you gonna buy me a drink? She kept following me, dude. I was running away from her.
Was she drunk?
Yeah, she was a little drunk. But dude, she was alright. But as soon as she started asking me for a fucking, I was like, no.
Like, go away.
No, I barely got money for my own drink.
So this was in your brokey days.
I'm always being broke, bro. I'm broke for that kind of shit. I'm not buying that kind of shit, dude. I'll buy it for my girlfriend. You know, like, give me pussy first.
Hold on. So you had a girlfriend and you went to the bar?
No. Okay, no. This is on my single time. So I'm not like that. You know, I'm a good boy.
You're a good man.
I'm a good boy.
Man.
I'm a good boy. Man, I don't like to be old.
Bro, we're not even. Well, no, you're already on your 30s.
Yeah, don't say that out loud, bro. I don't even know. I stopped celebrating my birthday after my 21st birthday.
So technically, you're still 21.
I'm still 21. Yeah, a little bit less hair, a lot more wrinkles, a lot more stuff, a lot more experiences. But yeah, dude. Like, going to the bar helps. I had fun.
What would be other? So for people out there that are on a dating scene, so there's a dating sites, right?
No, you know, when you look for money, you've told me this before. When you look for money, money runs away from you. Same thing with girls.
Don't chase money because they will run.
Yep, and then don't chase women because they will run. Just work on yourself and try to attract them, and it will be just so easy, bro. Like, they will come to you left and right. If you're one of those guys that only works on yourself, and you will become very successful, and you don't have to become very successful. A lot of people say, "Oh, success is being a millionaire, having a lot of money." No, bro, no. And the thing is, like, if you haven't had the chance to find a chick, well, in the first place, if you're under 30 years old, you shouldn't even be worrying about chicks. You don't, man, bro. Like, start getting desperate after 50. Like, seriously. Like, you, as a man, you don't need a chick. You don't. I've said this in so many of my videos. You don't need a woman. You don't. A woman is a compliment to your life. You don't need one. You can have, if you want pussy, you can get pussy, but you don't necessarily have to marry.
I don't know if you're allowed to say that on.
I don't care.
You might have to,
I don't care.
We don't have that many. Wait, we've already reached 50 subscribers.
Did we?
Yeah, we're at 50
Hell
now.
Hell yeah. So maybe I should say my secret. Yeah. Don't do what I did. So here's the thing, man. I'm not perfect. I've done so many mistakes. Wait, what?
So I thought that was gonna be for another video. So are we just gonna spoil the
No,
secret
I said I was gonna say it at the end. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So tell them what happened.
So
let's go.
It's all good. I'm all forward to, like, have fun and stuff, and we can't save hoes. It's not your responsibility to save a hoe. It's not. So if they're hoes, just take advantage of it. If she likes it, we'll give it to her, you know. But don't marry her. That's it. That's all I say. And wear a condom, 100%.
Be responsible.
It doesn't matter.
Why?
So it doesn't matter what she says, bro. I'm gonna tell you this: women lie. Women lie. If you are successful, if you're good looking, they will try to they will try to what's it called?
They will try to trap you.
They will try to trap you. They will do that. Because some girls are not that dumb. They will try to trap you. And how can they trap you? By getting pregnant. That's what happened to me. Don't do what I did.
So you still haven't said what you did. What is it that you did?
I did the nasty with the woman that I didn't even know her name, basically.
So this guy had... You want me to tell him?
No.
Go to the details or no?
No.
He had a one-night stand. Right?
Yeah. But, you know, that was... You know, I love my kid and everything, but, you know, it's just... You gotta think about this, bro. Like, every man, you know, a lot of men want to have a family, want to have kids and stuff. But you also got to think this. I want to give my kids a good mom. And then I'm not saying anything about this female, right? I'm not, I don't know her.
You don't know her. You never knew her.
I still don't know her.
Yeah.
I never lived with her. I've never had a relationship with her or anything, but I don't know her. I simply don't know her. And I'm not trying to talk trash, but I want to give my kids a good mom as well.
So, I mean, essentially what happened was this person told you she's on birth control, I'm assuming, right?
No, she told me don't worry about it.
She said don't worry about it.
Yeah. And then child support comes, and then all this stuff comes, and you can't see the baby because I'm just mad at you. Like, nah, bro, you don't need that stuff. So that's what you gotta take. I'm like I said, I'm not an example to follow in some areas. Obviously, in some areas, I could be a good example to follow, but a good example that you can take out of me is the mistakes that I made, so you don't make
the same mistake.
Don't make the same mistakes. Because he will fuck you over, bro. They will fuck you over.
If you're gonna have fun, make sure you wear protection no matter what she says.
Bring it on. Like, finish outside, bro. Like, don't believe him. Don't believe him. It has happened so many times that they tell you, it didn't work. Oh, it just didn't work. No.
So now since we already touched the story, right? Mm-hmm. How did you find out?
She told me.
So it was a one-time thing. You met the person, and then was it like a couple weeks later, a couple months later? Hey, you get a phone call, and you're like,
months later, yeah.
A couple months later, it's like, hey, I'm pregnant.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Did you have a DNA test?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she don't know that, but yeah.
Edit that part. Don't forget to edit that. This is a reminder for Josue. When you're editing this video, edit that part because that might get you in trouble. Edit it.
That's why I don't want to talk so much about it.
Switch the topic.
Anyways, because there's the court.
You guys
going.
still okay? Yeah.
You're still in court.
So edit that. Don't put any of that stuff in here.
Yeah. But anyways, don't do what I did.
Be responsible. If you're gonna be using those dating sites, be responsible.
And then also, like, the stuff that you get, like also, wearing a condom will save you a lot of headaches, not only because they could potentially get pregnant, but also, you never know where that woman it's been. Like, if it was so easy for you to get her, like, there's probably it was easy for other men to get her, there was other men in there, most likely, or maybe several times a week. You never know what kind of women there are. Like, I met women that they do it every day with a different guy. And then they're not prostitutes, but I guess there's the only reason why they're not prostitutes is because they don't charge. They're just whores. They just like it. And it is what it is. If they like it, whatever. I don't care. I really don't care. It's their life, and they're ruining their life because they are ruining their life, but it is their choice. It is what it is. It's like when you see a serial killer, a criminal, he knows he's doing wrong and he's still doing it. He's ruining his life. So it is what it is. But let's leave it there, guys.
If you guys want any more tips, any other topics you guys have in mind, let us know what you think about the new setup.
Go try Tinder. Go try Tinder and let me know. Use AI for your bio. Try to use AI for your bio. Do some research. If you want to get laid, go ahead and use Tinder. I'm cool. Have fun. Just don't marry them. Don't marry any.
And wear protection.
Wear protection. Very important.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Smash that like button like everybody says, right?
Smash it.
Literally smash it. All right, guys, it's been a pleasure. We'll see you next time, and sorry we haven't been posting that much, but we'll post more. Okay, so take care. We'll see you next time. Okay,
till later.
Bye.